So the last Friday we were in the UK, they had the Brexit vote, and everyone know how that ended up with the UK deciding to leave the EU. It was a really interesting time to be in the UK because of this, and we had an opportunity to ask a lot of like the sourcing agents that we met and our mentor what they felt about Brexit and how it would impact the property market. And basically all they all said, well, it's not going to have much impact because people still need a place to live. So while the markets are not stable right now, they're fluctuating, that offers us some opportunity to get into the marketplace because it's our first time like buying a big quantity of pounds and things like that. So the drop in the exchange rate, like right now on my computer it says 10.4 Hong Kong dollars to the pound. That's the lowest rate it's been like over 30 years. So we're lucky in the sense that this is a really great time to go to buy this currency. Also, like during our mentorship, we met our FX broker who helped us get an account set up. And because of this was all set up already, that we were able to take action immediately. In fact, the morning of Brexit, our FX broker was emailing me saying, hey, you need to do this transfer now. It's the lowest rate in 30 years. Do you want to lock in? And then he called me, and we were able to just do the deal over the phone in like 5 minutes. So because of the mentorship, it allowed us to move very quickly when the opportunity was there because of Brexit. As a result of all this, our plans don't really change. Like, we're going to go ahead and look for properties and purchase properties in the UK. Of course, we're going to be intelligent about it and monitor the situation with what's happening with the UK economy. Is that going to impact interest rates? Is the currency going to continue to fall? Really, it doesn't change much from our perspective.
So after Newcastle, we were initially going to go check out either Hull or Sheffield, but the scheduling and the timing of that didn't really work out. So we will probably just try to arrange an appointment with the sourcing agents there over Skype at a later time. So we had a day to do whatever we wanted to do. So instead of driving straight from Newcastle back down to London, we actually stopped. It was between Stratford upon Avon or Oxford, and we decided to go with Stratford. We checked out Shakespeare's House, the Anne Hathaway House, and a few other sites in that area. We checked out the town. It was really great. I highly recommend it. If you guys have time and you're going up that way, you want to drive back down, check out Stratford. It was really cool.
Right now we're back in Hong Kong. We've been home for about 2 days now, and I had to go to my wife's office to do some work. My two little ones probably wouldn't let me be very productive at home. So my goal for today is to work on the 3 documents that our mortgage broker asked for, that we basically need to have these done before we can look to get an RBS mortgage. So basically today I need to do our detailed business plan and justify why we're doing this kind of strategy and the locations that we're focused on. I need to do an in-out document, which is basically our income in Hong Kong and our expenses in Hong Kong, and show that we're able to sustain ourselves in Hong Kong off our income. We don't need the income from our properties in the UK to live. And thirdly, we need to do a proposal. So basically we're taking one of the properties we saw and using it as a practice run. So I'm going to justify why, how it meets our strategy, run the numbers, and basically those documents are what we would have to submit to RBS.
Okay, so we've been back in Hong Kong for a week. I'm at work. I've been at work every day, so it's a little bit of a weird transition, being 2 weeks in the UK, property, and all of a sudden, boom, back into work mode. That's a challenge for me, but that's a separate topic altogether. What have you been up to, Steve?
I haven't been at work because I'm a teacher, so I get the summers off. So
he doesn't really work.
No, I don't really work very much during the summers. But I know I do, because like all I've been doing is playing with my girls and property stuff pretty much every day. So what today's focus was largely was getting contacts with sourcing agents, because like when we got back, started looking for deals to buy, because everything's ready. We have funds over in the UK now and everything's set to go, and we just need to find a deal. So we weren't getting anything sent to us because maybe that it takes a while to get onto their mailing lists, perhaps once you've done your mentorship, or that
I think we were a little bit naively assuming in the back of our minds, I don't know, I was sort of, that the minute we got back we would be inundated and harassed by emails of all these deals, and I realize now that's unrealistic. So.
I think that comes from like people we've known gone to mentorship who've said like, oh, I get so many emails,
yeah.
and that kind of stuff. And they showed it to us. And we're like, oh, wow, that's great. You're getting lots of deals. But we never had any email sent to us. So I spent most of the morning today emailing every sourcing agent we had the contact to and trying to set up Skype meetings. So we're just not names on a paper to them. So we're going to have meetings all this week with a variety of sourcing agents throughout the UK.
I think the other thing that we were talking about before was that we can see how, being back from a mentorship experience, how it's so easy to slip back into your day-to-day, just existence in a way. It's so easy to get busy and to do things that's not to do with property. And I think that's a challenge in itself to basically stay on it and keep pushing through, even though you're not there anymore.
Like, you can't expect other people to do the work for you. So this is our company, and we are going to do the work. So I've never been afraid of work, and I'm a pretty stubborn person when it comes down to it. So if I have that, then I don't mind going to do whatever it takes to get something done. But I can see how, like, when I'm back at school and I have to work 8 hours at school, and then I go home and see my girls, and then I have to do properties at the end of the day.
Yeah,
I'll still do it, but it's going to be much less time I can commit.
There's always something. Oh, I got to do this first. I got to do this first. And I think the key is to just make this
priority.
A new priority in our lives.
Game of Thrones has been knocked down the list a little bit.
We're so behind.